Thank you for joining us as we continue to track Hurricane Douglas. We're going to keep an eye on it all the way until its last stop and hopefully say goodbye to it soon once that 11 p.m. update comes. Do continue to stay with us for that. As we continue to check out all the areas of the state, we go to our Max Rodriguez, who is live in Waikiki. Max.
Gina, good evening. Well, I'm very happy to report there are minimal impacts from Hurricane Douglas here in Waikiki that we've seen so far. There was a little bit of drizzle about sunset time, but that went away within 5 minutes, and there was some showers in the morning, but also that did not linger throughout the day. Right now, still winds, as you could see. The leaves are, there's a little bit of movement, but not a lot of wind. It feels a little bit muggy, but that did not stop. Yesterday when folks, when we were really preparing and bracing for impact of Hurricane Douglas, folks really prepared, and as you could see, this ABC store actually taped up their windows and as well as put sandbags outside just to prevent any runoff or any possible water from entering their business. Right now, so far, these conditions do not point that that impact will be seen tonight at least, but again, many businesses down Kalakaua boarding up and placing sandbags, and really this area has been pretty much a ghost town, since the start of COVID-19. But today, folks really paying attention to state and city officials, really trying to stay off the streets. When we were driving around, just scouting locations and just seeing what type of impact we're seeing, not a lot of people on the road, which is a good thing. People were hunkering down, staying within their homes, trying to stay safe. But in the meantime, as I'm mentioning, it's a pretty calm scene over here in Waikiki. Again, many stores did not open, but again, not a lot of people lingering. And again, the beaches were closed today too. So the lifeguards were not on the towers. I did see a lifeguard truck just go down Kalakaua a couple hours ago. So they were still monitoring the area, making sure that folks were safe. But again, calm conditions in Waikiki, and that's really what we want, because if we really see damage, there's a lot of infrastructure, lots of businesses, lots of homes around here. So if we see some flood or water enter these businesses, that could be thousands of dollars of damage. So I'm glad to report that so far we have not seen any of that. And we really hope it stays that way throughout Hurricane Douglas as the hurricane leaves, hopefully very soon. In the meantime, back to you, Gina.
Max, are we able to stay with you for a moment? If he's still there for a question. Max, you mentioned the water. Now, if your camera is able to pan, I don't know if we'll see much from the water. If your camera pans over toward the beach a little bit, if we can take a look over there.
Towards the beach, it's very... Sure, it's very dark, and we're actually at Kuhio Beach Park, so we are kind of a little bit on the side, but it's pretty dark. But what I could tell you, earlier today at sunset, I did see a couple of surfers out there, and I gotta tell you, they were waiting for those waves. It was pretty calm. I did see them catch a couple of waves here and there, but I'm telling you, they were waiting like maybe half an hour in between one before they could stand up on top of the board. So very calm conditions, and folks actually did take advantage because it was a beautiful sunset out here. We had a rainbow earlier, so folks did come out, take some photos, of course, social distancing. But again, it wasn't the type of high tide or large waves that we might have expected, being that the Hurricane Douglas was really passing through Oahu, by Oahu. But again, calm conditions, and unfortunately it's pretty dark. I wish we could have a clearer vision of it right now, but what I saw earlier, very, very calm waters out here.
Well, and Max, you do have Kalakaua open street to yourself, so to speak. This would have been a Sunday for a Kalakaua open street event, but the mayor did cancel that in the run-up to this event, right? That's where he's been having the folks come walk or bike or keep on moving and closing down Kalakaua. You have it for yourself. All right, thank you so much, Stacey.
I have it for myself. I could just get a bikie right behind me.
There you go, okay.
Thanks, Gina.
Stay safe, glad that you're dry. And